Good morning. It's Carol Martine. I'm happy that you could join me back in my studio for a watercolor project, the first of my new year. And I have something that I noticed someone was doing, and I wish that I had remembered or somehow jotted down the name of the wonderful teacher on YouTube who suggested using water with 6 or so drops of Clorox in it. And when she did it, she got quite a nice effect. So I thought, let's give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm going to lay down some area of water on my paper. This is Arches Hot Press, 140-pound paper. Alrighty. Now, see if I can get that up. Nope, it's there forever. Oh well. Alrighty, let's see if I can get the same effect that she did. I'm going to use some of my Holbein Opera and drop it and see if we can get it to do the same thing Oh, goodness. Well, I won't tell if you don't. Let's see. Yes, maybe the difference is laying down the color using a more vertical application. Yes. Let's try some good old standby Quinn Gold. Let's see if we can get the pigment to move. Well, that one doesn't seem to want to go anywhere, so let's see what we can do about this problem. Live and learn again. I'm thinking I might need some more of our Clorox water. Then some Quinn Gold. So far, that is the only one that I'm pleased with. So we'll have more see if we can work this over here. So thus far, I'm certainly not doing as wonderful a job as she did of getting this to work, but it's certainly giving us a nice start. I think there's a fine line here between too much and too little. Okay, let's see what a little of this blue will do. Well, I noticed that I believe these two were the ones that were closest to what happened on her paper, but you'll notice the granulation from the Daniel Smith colors on these two. Let us see if I can't rework this puppy with a bit of New Gamboge, and maybe just a tap. Ah, yes. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let us see now what we can do here. And there we go. Let's darken this up with just a bit of warmth. And let's get a little bit of warmth up in here. like the way that's happening, so I'm not going to bother that one at all. There we go. Really liking what's happening up here, but let's get rid of some of that hard line. Well, I think we're going to draw this puppy down a little bit. And I'm thinking just mildest touch up here. And let's break this line up and let it do its watercolor thing. There we go. Now, I believe it's time talk to some Cascade, which is a wonderful Daniel Smith color. Let's see what we can do here. Put it over here and add just a touch of this one. Just a bit of this one. That should work very nicely, but before I do that, I would like to add more water to this area. And the fact that I have some residue on my brush was a happy surprise. In fact, I like that so much, I'm able to put some up in here. Now let's see what we can do. Adding some greenery. Yellow green in here. Do love that Daniel Smith green gold. Now, let's see what here we go. And I believe we're going to add a little bit of change our water, then dry this. Before I do that, I'm going to just drop a little bit of the idea of green in here. When I come back, let's see what we can do to make this happen, because it certainly needs some work. Well, as you can see, I'm trying to breathe life into a piece that I am so not happy with. So I've decided to take a deep breath and relax and play and see what happens. What's happening right now is fixing up the areas, which is all of it as far as I'm concerned, that might benefit from a little touch-up. So I've decided to think about it as a coloring page. And I As I said, deep breaths help on situations like this. And nothing to equal my Pilot pens for picking out things that I think have potential to survive. The watercolor experiment. There, a little bit better. I'm doing my very best to ignore the foliage areas. We'll see. But, as I have often told you in my musings, that learning to fix or take a deep breath and play is certainly part of the art process, because not everything turns out to be a keeper. But after playing on this for a while, I think I'll throw the kitchen sink at it and add some Winsor Newton iridescent medium, and while I'm at it, some Gansai Tambi Starry metallics. Why not? I'll be back when I've worked a little bit further on the flowers. I'm going to wish the leaf area into the background. So, today has been an example of becoming not happy with a piece and deciding to turn it in to a plaything, and my own practice piece for working with iridescence to cover up a multitude of sins, and working with some of my metallics. And I used blue gold, red gold, yellow gold, and champagne gold on this. Why not? I haven't used a lot of those colors before. So this gave me a good opportunity to do just that. I also, if you'll notice, decided to use some of my Holbein Opera very pale wash around the outside to bring the piece all together. And I think I'm going to stop playing. Yes, I have that feeling. It's time. So let's have a close look. At what we have here. I put just a dab of the iridescent on the doodle leaves. And there you can see some of the various metallics that I put. Of course, I used the yellow gold on the yellows, and I used blue gold on blue, and red gold on my pinks and reds, and the two purpley ones got a little dose of champagne gold. So, turning a piece into my private coloring book page and having great fun doing it. If you have enjoyed watching this extravaganza of misery and fun, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share with a friend, and I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. See you again soon. Bye now.